tonight. Peter Mahegan.
The Chronicle, right after this.
Coming up next.
And I always thought that the Olympics meant that you had to get blown away by the nerves. And I didn't.
Paul Wylie on Beating the Odds.
Paul Wylie took home the silver medal from Albertville, and some observers think he deserved the gold. Ironic, considering he was a long shot to make the Olympic team in the first place. We caught up with Paul at his first skating session since winning the medal and asked him to reflect on his career on ice, starting from the very beginning.
Skate around a little bit, Mike.
Well, when I was 5, I did a show in Dallas, because that's where I was from. And it was a local kids talk show.
And I think Paul wants to speak. You rang?
Yes, Mr. President, Becky Hammond is Iantha is a very strong skater. She is a strong skater.
I don't know when it was. I was like 5 or 6 in the morning. It was so early. I can remember just kind of being a zombie when I walked into the place. And the show was called The Mr. Peppermint Show. My whole life, I feel like I've skated. So I can't tell you, what there was before that, because there just wasn't anything. I think I always wanted to go to the Olympics, but I knew that if I stayed in Dallas, it wouldn't be possible. So when my dad was transferred to Denver when I was 11, somebody seemed to be taking care of things, It seemed like Providence was making things happen. Okay. This is the greatest feeling, just actually stepping onto the ice and skating again. There's something about skating that you can take weeks and weeks off and come back. And it's just fun to do it just for the sake of doing it. Just for the sake of feeling the edges, the turns and the spins and the glide. It makes it worth it when you come home from a competition and things haven't gone all that well. You can still sort of feel the ice move underneath you and have a lot of fun.
That boy comes in here and he skates, and it's helped a lot of our little kids coming up to watch him be on the same ice. And they look up to Paul. And we're going to miss him when he goes.
We skated here for 4 years, and people are so wonderful to us. They treat us like their own kids. It's really nice. Sometimes that's better than anything. When I came into these moves in my program, I was just so psyched because I felt the audience pulling for me. And I knew the program was over, that I had done it. It was a really neat thing. And I thought, well, maybe I got a medal. And I always thought that the Olympics meant that you had to get blown away by the nerves. And I didn't. I was able to control it, and then once I finished, it was so much better than I thought it would be, so much more fun, because it was a personal accomplishment, and not just a material accomplishment. They didn't put me on the world team, and I think it was a little bit bittersweet, that I was on the Olympic team because of that. And I understood their logic, and I think that it was hard not to see that as a vote, somewhat of non-confidence. But at the same time, you know, when you have no pressure, nobody's expectations on you, that frees you up to do what's necessary. I would have loved to get the gold medal, you know, but from 11th to 2nd, that's a big jump. I think pursuing college and at the same time as my skating was absolutely crucial to me. In fact, I don't think I would have been able to accomplish anything had I not gone to college and sort of taken care of that burning desire. Actually, I was thinking about the blessings of my life today, and I thought, you know, after all of these things in the past that had happened, it just worked out that I was able to accomplish this one thing that put them all away and that dealt with every single doubt in the past and said, you know, Paul Wylie is a good skater.
Well, we're going to see some more of these folks. On April 20th, both Paul Wylie and Nancy Kerrigan will be performing at the Boston Garden. Paul is a pro now, complete with agent. He's going to be traveling with some ice shows, professional tours for a couple of years, but the idea is to bank that money because he is planning on going to graduate school.